annals of rock music, few songs capture a moment in American history with the raw intensity and immediacy of Neil Young's Ohio. Written in response to the Kent State shootings on May 4, 1970, where 4 students were killed by the National Guard during a protest against the Vietnam War, Ohio is not just a song but a historical document, echoing the pain and outrage felt across a nation. The late 1960s and early 1970s were a period of significant unrest in the United States. The Vietnam War was at its peak, and so was the opposition to it, particularly among young Americans. The mandatory draft fueled widespread protests on college campuses, where the sentiment was not just anti-war, but deeply anti-establishment. Richard Nixon, the then president, represented the establishment many sought to challenge, making his administration a direct target of much of the era's dissent.
My fellow Americans, if when the chips are down, the world's most powerful nation, the United States of America, acts like a pitiful, helpless giant, the forces of totalitarianism and anarchy will threaten free nations and free institutions throughout the world.
Ohio came into being after Neil Young, already a prominent figure in protest music, saw the photos of the Kent State shootings in Life magazine. The imagery of fallen students, particularly the iconic photograph of a young woman kneeling over the body of a dead student, struck a chord with Young. He penned Ohio quickly, capturing the immediacy of his emotions and the urgency of the moment. Recorded by Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Ohio was released as a single in June 1970, just a month after the shootings. The song's raw energy and its direct naming of Nixon with the line, "Tin soldiers and Nixon coming," made it a bold statement, one that resonated with the feelings of a generation.
Tin soldiers and Nixon coming, we're finally on our own. This summer I hear the drum, 4 dead in Ohio.
The chorus, "4 Dead in Ohio," served as a haunting reminder of the price of dissent in what was supposed to be a free society. The release of Ohio demonstrated the power of music to reflect and influence public sentiment. It became an anthem of the anti-war movement, played at rallies and sung at protests. The song's directness and lack of ambiguity in its lyrics meant it was more than music. It was a rallying cry, a call to action, and a poignant reminder of the day democracy was bloodied by the very hands meant to protect it. The reaction to Ohio was as immediate as the song itself. It received extensive radio play despite, or perhaps because of, its controversial stance. The song's confrontational lyrics challenged listeners to reflect on the actions of their government and their own roles within a democratic society. Decades later, Ohio remains a powerful reminder of the turbulent times out of which it was born. Its enduring relevance speaks to the cyclical nature of history, where themes of protest against perceived injustices continue to resonate. Today's movements and protests against systemic inequalities echo the spirit of Ohio. They reflect a society still grappling with similar issues of government authority, individual rights, and public response. The parallels between the era of Ohio and today are striking. Modern protests, often fueled by social media rather than traditional media, still face governmental pushback, sometimes violent. The song reminds us that the tools and players may change, but the struggle for justice and the power of protest songs endure. Music continues to serve as both a mirror and a hammer, reflecting societal issues and shaping public consciousness. Neil Young's Ohio not only captured a moment in history, but also became a timeless echo, a reminder that the past is never truly past, and the fight for justice is always present. It challenges each generation to reflect on what has changed, what hasn't, and how the spirit of protest can manifest in the music of the time to effect change.